Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Whoa, bummer. Well, at least you get to see your insurance agent, right?
Yeah, you're right. Sure, my car got struck by lightning, but my Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Mike, is gonna help me figure it out. So awesome. Oh, here he is. Big Mike!
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
Steve Rich has been serving all of Adams County as a Good Neighbor State Farm agent from his office in Decatur since 1980. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance, Steve can show you what being a good neighbor is all about. Call or text Steve at 728-2933 or stop by his office at 230 South 2nd Street in Decatur from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. He can even meet you in the evening or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
At Mosier Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Mosier Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-size SUVs, up to large SUVs, Mosier Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Mosier Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here. Modern meets classic with the new Amara Stone Wedding Band collection at Richard's Jewelry. Made in the USA with recycled metals, these rings mix traditional gold with new contemporary metals for a sleek, edgy look and design. Life gets tough, but so are these industrial wedding bands featuring Benchmark's lifetime guarantee. Richard's Jewelry, your exclusive Amara Stone dealer in downtown Berne.
Bluffton Harrison MSD, schools of excellence, schools of choice.
Every moment matters.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Witness Media. We're live here at Bluffton High School inside the Tiger Den for tonight's non-conference IHSAA basketball action between the visiting Central Noble Cougars and the Bluffton Tigers. Tigers get off to a 1-0 start on the evening as the junior varsity team gets a 58-26 victory over the Cougars. I am Michael Vanderkolt, going to be giving you the play-by-play tonight. On productions, Jonah Geisel. Up on cameras, Aiden Teeple. And then as frequently for the boys' games on color commentary, have Kevin Moser. Kevin, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How you doing, Mike?
Doing well. Just a couple nights ago, you and I were sitting right here, and Tigers coming up with a big victory over the Norwell Knights. Just kind of a momentous one for the Tigers.
Big time, yeah.
These early games kind of setting the tempo as to who this team is, and it seemed like that game against Mrs. Sinawal would have been the first one you and I called together.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they were still trying to figure out some pieces, like where do we all align on this squad? But then we get that Southern Wells game. They get a big win at Garrett the next night, and this win against Norwell. Do you feel like this team has figured out their roles and how to gel together?
Yeah, and I think the game that really you may have watched it, but I only heard about the score, that I think a lot of it came together confidence-wise was, hey, we can really do something this year, was against Garrett when they beat them 50-27. Two really good talented players on that team, the Kaufman and King kid. They put them away early, 18-0, I think, in the first quarter. So really after that game, going into the Norwell game now, we know about the McBrides and their dad, the coach, and what they've done years and years to Bluffton. But Bluffton came in and they were challenged that game. It was a good game back and forth. Bluffton leading most of the way, but Norwell always making it uncomfortable for them throughout the game. But seeing them come together as a team, that's been something to just enjoy as a fan standpoint. Seeing them come together and, a game like this, another 2A squad to go up against, heading into the New Year's. It's going to be a 5-game winning streak for Bluffton? 4?
They're on a 6-game winning streak right now, yeah. And it's a season, too, that really, if you take a look at the way that the season started, when they lost 48-39 at Blackford to start the year, but that was Tigers had the lead, I believe, in the fourth quarter, at least late thirds. That's a very winnable game against an undefeated Blackford Bruins team still. And then they go up to Lakewood Park Christian and lost that one 64-58. Again, a very close game late. But I was kind of thinking about it, talking about it with my siblings. It's like, could that loss almost have been a catalyst of, hey, we need to get our focus in and commit to the season?
I think that South Adams game, which narrowly they won, but there was a period there, and I think that third or fourth quarter where Bluffton was down 4 points and the momentum was not in their favor, and they turned it around. And they're a relatively young team, probably decently mixed, junior, senior, but then heavy freshman wise with Maddox and Kistler getting some good playing time. So there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of different age gaps going on, but just to see them come together, like you said, the brother dynamic too. There's a lot at play there for Bluffton, but seeing them make it work this early in the season, about midway through the season, should bode very well for Bluffton for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and you're talking about that inexperience of playing together is a big thing. I mean, when you take a look at this varsity squad, obviously, as you said, Chase Kistler, Maddox White being freshmen, so they've never really been integrated with this main group at all. Well, even you take a look at Gavin Greaser, and I'm going to throw Gibson in there too, because he is kind of like that 8th guy. They started on the freshman C team last year, moved up to a pretty exclusive JV before getting some varsity minutes and some crunch time.
Yep.
But then Max White was kind of just JV all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Declan and Marshall and Griffin on varsity. So, you get these 4 different teams essentially coming together. It's going to be kind of chaotic for sure. I fully agree with you. They seem to have this groove now. In this winter break, this is always a tough stretch of games. I know back when we were playing, it was always kind of started with Southern Wells, a big conference county rivalry, went to Norwell, and then we had Winchester. Again, a very competitive 2A program, especially that.
And a long bus drive.
Yeah.
A cold one.
They were meaningful games that kept us focused, like this one here against Central Noble. They come in with a 1-5 record, but they've got quite the resume against them this season, too. They have a tough 6 games, so this is a game that could be one of those challenges to see where the Tigers are, just kind of prove their mettle.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely not one to overlook if you're Bluffton.
But it's also one where maybe test some things, because when we get out of winter break and get back into the swing of things in January, that first game is going to be on January 10th. That's a big one against last year's ACAC champion Woodland Warriors.
Yep.
That's going to be at home. That's going to be a game that's going to be all right, if we want to put a number back up on that board across the gym from, let's get a picture in the hallway, bring that trophy home, that's a must-win game.
Absolutely.
And following that Woodland game, it's going to go to the ACAC tournament where the aforementioned South Adams Starfires. It's going to be in the Stardome, which I don't know about you, but it felt like the Stardome was always a tough place to play.
Yeah, it was. I mean, some players consider the Tiger Den a tough place to play, whether it be because of just the dynamic of things or, the backdrop, so to say, that people consider. But South Adams is one of those gyms where a lot of big games have been played. It's not Coliseum level, but there's been a lot of sectional championships in this realm, part of the county played over there, and it's just something that years before, people my age or younger or in between, they're used to watching Deshaun Thomas or big time players like that play, or Kenny Mullen, Jalen Smith, and there's always kind of an aura there. And South Adams has had a lot of great kids go through their program as well. But there's just a different dynamic and a different feel when you go to play there, especially during the ACAC tournament.
Yeah, obviously those teams are all vying for an opportunity to play there again, that one extra game on that Saturday evening for the championship when we get to that. ACAC tournament, always a fun time. We do have this one, this non-conference showdown between the Central Noble Cougars and the Bluffton Tigers coming your way here shortly, as we're wrapping up here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. Christian Care Retirement Community is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate quality care. We provide a wide assortment of comfortable living options for various needs with 3 levels of care. Call 260-565-3000 to see how we can enrich your or your loved one's life. We'll be back here on Witness Media for more of this pregame show.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Lee Flickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
Do you need repairs done on your farm equipment or grain handling equipment? Maybe you need steps or a railing made, livestock gates, or your wife's favorite chair. Ironclad Metalworks is who you need. We specialize in agribusiness welding and fabricating. We have the skills you need to get the job done correctly, from existing equipment repairs to new fabrications. No project is too big or too small. We can do it all. Do you have an idea but can't seem to bring it to life? Stop by and let us help you make your ideas a reality. Come see us at 620 Berne Street in Berne or call 260-525-0471.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Newspawn Mechanical is located just north of Berne, along with over 175 years of combined service in the field. Newspawn Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with a full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
Here at RK Financial, we're proud to serve the families and businesses that make our communities strong. We know the value of hard work, and we know how important it is to protect what you've built and what matters most. Whether it's retirement planning, investment guidance, or reviewing your insurance needs, our local team is here to provide personal, practical advice you can count on. RK Financial. Give us a call today.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances, balcony or patio, and much more. Please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here in the Taggart Bluffton Tigers, Central Noble Cougars. On paper, Tigers coming in at 6-2, and those 2 losses to start the season on the road, rattling off 6 in a row. Whereas the Cougars started off 0-5 before getting their own county rival victory over West Noble just a few nights ago. But this 1-5 record may kind of be one of those faint things to look at. I mean, these early games, Central Noble really has been challenging themselves early on. They opened the season in a close loss against Woodland, And Tigers' next opponent, Woodland, now at 4-6. That is the worst record of the teams they've lost to.
Okay.
Fort Wayne Southside 9-0, Angola 6-2, Westview, where we know Chandler Pribble, Colin Barker helping coach those Warriors up there with Caden Grau.
Yeah, they're legit.
And then Bremen, Westview 7-1, Bremen 6-0. Those are the teams that Central Noble has lost to. So it's not like they're losing to a bunch of teams with their only win being against Central Noble. So it's one of these things where the Tigers got to be on their A game. Coming off that high against Norwell.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you think that momentum may be, or do you think they may have used a lot of that adrenaline?
No, I think, the first quarter you'll really tell, how Tigers come out. You come out aggressive, strong, play their game. It's okay to make mistakes, but you don't let Central Noble get any momentum, because that's all an away team needs to stick around and make things interesting. This is a game where just before the new year, you're still on winter break. It's like, nope, take it serious, get the win, get in, get out. And I will ask you the same question I asked you last game, which I think I'm going to side with you on this one. Will we see Gibson Greaser tonight?
I think we will see Gibson Greaser tonight. I think we may see a few more guys as well in the mix, but I definitely think Gibson, again, I don't pay attention enough in the JV game to know if he has 2 quarters, 3 quarters, or just the one. But I definitely think he's going to get into the mix and kind of see what kind of option the Tigers can have if that guard trouble, foul trouble, may go.
Yeah, I think, I know he provides good shooting and ball handling, but the ball handling, I think, considering Marshall really the only true point guard on the team, not that he can't shoulder the load, as he has done a great job, exceptional job all year long, but, being able to have a second option, that might be something Gibson can grow into in the second half of the year for the varsity.
We do have a fan tuning in, getting some feedback. A coach of ours, Coach Bricker, tuning in to us. He's saying I could not pull off the cutoff warm-ups. What do you think? I think.
Oh, well, he's got a tattoo now that has such great color that I think would almost tone down the red of the Tigers that they're donning.
No, Coach Bricker, I don't think I could pull them off because I'm still a stick. I don't have the muscle definition to pull off these cutoffs, but do appreciate them. I think they are quite stylish as well. But I think the Tigers, if they can establish a presence tonight, I definitely think you're going to see a little bit more alternative lineups, just to kind of, again, you never know where those are going to come into play, and you always got to be ready for them because you just never know when foul trouble is going to hit. I mean, we saw that the other night against Norwell because, McBride fouled out, and it proved to be the pivotal turning point of the contest because, he was at so much momentum in the second half. When you lose that key guy, you lose your point guard. It can just derail a team's momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been times where when Bluffton's been pressed this year and the ball is not in Marshall's hands, Maddox White, not too bad with the ball. Maxwell White, not too bad with the ball, but there's times where it's you might want it in a true point guard's hand, just for insurance reasons. But not that none of the Bluffton Tigers are incapable, but it would be nice to have 2.
Yeah. Well, I think a challenge for the Tigers, and I know this is kind of very typical, I guess, especially ACAC of Bluffton and just kind of this northeastern rural Indy area, just kind of undersized in a lot of ways. Marshall Gerber is very strong athlete, but 5'8".
Yeah.
Gibby is 5'9". Inside the post, you got 6'2". I'm sorry, 6'2" is not a power forward. 6'2" is not a center, but it just has to be in these situations, right? Whereas Central Noble is very similarly sized, so it's going to be a nice matchup. So excited to kind of see where things can shape out here tonight. That will bring us to the starter lineup here on this pregame show brought to you by Christian Care Retirement Community. First, we'll do the starting lineup for the Central Noble Cougars. Starting at guard is a 6'2" senior, number 4, Kyle Knaffel. At guard is a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Merrick Malcolm. At forward, a 6' junior, number 10, Jarek Dieter. Jarek Dieter. How many times are you going to say Derek Jeter tonight, Kevin?
Man, Parents must be big fans.
Yeah. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 14, Nick Freeman. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 30, Keegan Knight. Cougars are led by head coach Ben Lemon. He's in his third season as head coach with the Cougars, and he is assisted by Reeve Zolman, Joey Mayworther, Todd Freeman, Reddick Zolman, and Malachi Malcolm. Now the starting lineup for the Bluffton Tigers. Starting at guards, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Marshall Gerber. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 20, Max White. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Gavin Greaser. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Declan Greaser. And at guard, a 6'2" freshman, number 32, Maddox White. Tigers led by Coach Craig Teagle in his third season with the Tigers. He's in his 34th season overall. Assistant coaches are Chad Greaser, Kevin Lysine, Mark Pribble, Luke Royce, and Ben Berman. We'll be back here after a final break here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show, and we'll be bringing you the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter after words from our sponsors.
At Freedom Chevrolet, it's more than cars and trucks. It's people. From the friendly faces who greet you to the service techs who treat your vehicle like their very own. And a sales team who listens and cares. It's neighbors serving neighbors. That's Freedom Chevrolet. Experience the difference today at Freedom Chevrolet in Bluffton.
Passion. It's inside the barn at 5 a.m. It's dirty boots, calloused hands, and the energy to keep going. Passion is every step, again and again. Passion. It's giving it the best you've got. It's hard work that pays off. Show right. Feed your passion.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Innovative instruction, award-winning programs, exceptional curriculum. At South Adams, we believe in the power of community. Here, we support each other, celebrate together, and treasure what truly matters most: family. We are Starfires.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore Paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need, and since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Call Toby, Kyle, Barb, or Mark for your insurance needs today.
Keep going, more.
When you walk through our doors, you'll find smiling faces, exceptional service, and a sense of family. With trusted financial solutions tailored to you. Discover the difference today. Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA. So you think you found the right guy on social media? It could be that person isn't who you thought they were. If you don't give out your personal information, you won't be a victim of fraud. A message brought to you by Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
I'm still alive, and I was here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds, or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media as we're getting ready for the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter, where we bring you the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Experience the ultimate freedom at Freedom Automotive Group of Bluffton. Our dedicated team is committed to going above and beyond to ensure you feel at ease in our showroom with our hassle-free financing options customized to meet your unique financial situations. Tigers, Cougars. Here in the Tiger Den, Gavin Greaser easily wins that tip as Marshall Gerber corrals things, getting things set for the Tigers. Maddox White on the wing. He's got tight defense there as Tigers going to commit the first turnover of the contest. And that extra pressure by Kyle Knaffel, just a little much for the freshman. Central Noble going to look to strike first now. I was talking to the coaches beforehand. They're saying number 14, Nick Freeman's kind of that go-to guy for Central Noble. He's going to be in the post. They're going to have quite the matchup between Declan Greaser and Freeman here tonight.
Good job by Maddox to knock that one loose and get it back. Oh, I thought that was off Jarek Dieter's foot.
As Cougars with it. With a 4-round-1 offense, it looks like to be the primary look here. As the Tigers are man-to-man. Nice ball movement, looking to Freeman in the corner, no good. Nice strong rebound there by Gavin Greaser. Good patient look there by Central Noble. Not looking to rush any shots. Central Noble known for the man-to-man defensive matchup as well. As Maddox White now at the top of the key, nearly moving his pivot foot there. Gerber taking it baseline, trying to get to Gavin Greaser. He does corral the pass, goes up through the contact, and good. Gavin Greaser with the first bucket of the contest.
And you can tell Maddox just does not like that on-ball heavy defense. And, as a freshman, that kind of stuff may hurry you up, but the biggest thing he can do, best thing he can do is just settle down and trust his teammates to be there and not force any passes.
Yeah, I think Maddox definitely a well-built freshman for sure. Like, you're going to see him, especially on video, like, he does not look like a freshman, but I assure you he is.
Right.
But coming from 8th grade to varsity, you're going to go from playing against, 14, 13-year-olds into 18.
I mean, I remember, just not even playing, just watching it, how much quicker the game is. Yeah. And that's something that'll take a little bit of time for him to adjust to, but so far he's done a great job.
Yeah, it looks like Knaffel is going to be the main defender on him tonight. He is a senior, so, I mean, just that experience alone is just going to be a world of difference. The Cougars, though, is trying to get on the board here in this first quarter as they're looking post-up opportunity. I do like that. Keegan Knight, even though he's just 5'10", looking to post up because, I mean, he's got Marshall Gerber. Like, you're going to post up against a guy guarding you, similar size usually. So Maddox White getting called for a foul. Looked like just a little too much contact in the post-up defense or off-ball defense is kind of what I gathered there. That's Malcolm taking it out into number 4, Knaffel. His shot's no good, but Freeman's there to get the rebound and reverse layup for 2.
Nice one-arm catch there by Freeman.
Is holding Greaser off, kind of that offensive box out in a way. And as the pass entry to Greaser is turned over, courtesy of Dieter. Now to Knaffel. I think that I'm going to assume that's the Central Noble Cougars girls team as the student section, doing a nice job traveling.
Yeah.
And what else you got to do on winter break?
Sure.
You got to be in practicing anyway, so may as well go support the boys. Freeman taking a baseline around Gerber. He's got a nice dip off to Merrick Malcolm for 2. Good awareness there by Freeman.
Good patience so far by Central Noble here.
I mean, we're already 3 minutes into this contest, and very few whistles being called so far, so it's going quick. Another turnover by the Tigers. And Freeman's going up for it, and he's going to get fouled in 1.
What a shot. You would have thought that got tipped away from the basket, but great drive and bucket there.
As Gavin Greaser trying to contest it. Freeman doing a nice job of finishing through that contact here in the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter. Founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger, from adoption to advanced elder law planning and everything in between. Sprunger and Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Waynedale, Angola, and Fort Wayne. It is easy and convenient to visit Sprunger and Sprunger for all your legal needs. Declan Greaser unable to get that defensive rebound. Good hustle again by Freeman to keep that one alive for Central Noble. Missing the free throw, but doing the extra work to keep it with him.
Yeah, that was a great box out by Declan. He just didn't quite have enough foot speed to corral the board.
Central Noble, again, they've gone through kind of the grinder to start this season. You got a tough matchup here tonight at the Tigerton as well. As Greaser forces the turnover, Gerber's going to bring it down for the Tigers. Seeing if they can strike again. They had the first bucket. They just kind of several turnovers tonight.
Central Noble doing a good job of swarming some of those players of Bluffton when they get it in the high post or even at the top of the key.
Kind of looking almost like our triangle action in a way, the UCLA screens. As the 3 by Malcolm is off the rim. Rebound's going to go to Maxwell White, and a foul's going to get called against Keegan Knight.
Central Noble foul, jersey number 30, Keegan Knight, his first, the team's first.
As first substitutions of the contest is Chase Kistler for the Tigers and number 15, Landon Burkhart for the Cougars. Maddox White getting the point guard call here. Still has Knaffel on him. He's going to take this one left and going to get called for the travel. Just a little bit of a slide there, I think.
Kind of a skittish move, the turnover there for White.
Yeah, I think his intent was clearly to get it into Declan, just a little bit too late on the actual delivery.
And he's had a handful of those freshman turnovers, as I'll call them, but he's done a great job throughout the year. He'll continue to grow.
As Freeman over to Knaffel, looking inside to, no, that's Knaffel now, sorry. Knaffel to Freeman. Freeman's going up strong. Can't get it to fall. Greaser gets the rebound. He's going to take it himself.
He's going to have wide open for a bomb if he got it to him.
Can't get a connect with Gavin as another Tiger turnover. I already lost track at 2, and they've definitely have at least 4 more.
Yep.
As 3 ball by Malcolm is no good. I think he's 0 for 3, but I mean, he seems to have the green light.
Yeah. He's had some decent looks.
Marshall Gerber just getting a very quick breather as he's already going to check back in for Bluffton. Maddox White's going to take this one right to their lane, kick out to Chase Kistler, and he's going to get called for a travel. That little shuffle there, I think, is something that you see a lot in the NBA and even in college level now, where a lot of teams think, oh, hey, I can do that.
Yeah.
No, you're moving your feet.
Yep.
Coach Teagle, though, he takes a timeout. We're going to take this timeout with him. We'll be back here on Witness Media.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Central Noble leads 6-2 here, 2:36 to go on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. This one, Coach Teagle, early timeout, trying to get the Tigers situated. What do you think the message is from Coach Teagle there?
Slow down and quit turning the ball over. You know, be patient. Don't force the passes if they trap you. Trust your teammates are going to be left, right, middle.
As Cougars, Freeman for 3. Short. The rebound, though, goes to Jarek Dieter as Freeman gets it inside. He goes back up, can't get it to fall. Nice, strong rebound by Maddox White. He's going to take it himself. And
Careful.
He's going to.
Yeah, you don't need to dribble into a crowd like that. Yeah, Bluffton, you know, they're used to getting out to pretty good starts this year. And, you know, Maddox maybe forced the issue a little bit there, seeing that it's 2-6, you know, natural to kind of be like, hey, let's get some points up on the board. But biggest thing right now for Bluffton, settle down. Your offense will come to you.
As a little bit of a wet spot on the court, going to get that situated. But, yeah, I agree. It's just slow down. I mean, in some games you have the momentum, so you can take those fast breaks and take it coast to coast. But in this one, you just got to kind of get your feet settled, then play into those situations.
Yeah, he didn't quite have the numbers there, and spinning into the trap, I mean, that's not going to bode well.
So, seem to get the spot dried up. Little brief timeout of sorts. The Tigers do sub in Griffin Morgan. So, he's going to be in there working for those rebounds. I think those defensive rebounds are a big key right now. The Tigers have given up several offensive boards. So, Griffin going to look to counter that a little bit. That's Burkhart to Knaffel. Back up to Freeman. As, again, patience. Every player's looking to post up. Love to see that.
Yeah. Travel. Yeah, there we go.
As Jarek Dieter with the turnover. As Bluffton looking inside to Morgan. A little bit of a mismatch, I would say, as he's got Landon Burkhart on him. Max White for the 3 from the wing. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Knight. As Freeman, nice little hesitation move straight to the baseline. Can't get it to fall off the glass, though. Nice, strong tip aggression there by Morgan leads to the Gerber rebound. Almost turnover as Freeman gets the tip from behind. He's going to take it.
Freeman's had some very nice aggressive plays this game.
And he dumps that one off to Kyle Knaffel for a quick 2-point jump shot from 15. That transition defense by the Tigers, it seemed like all 3 defenders were swarming Freeman there.
Yeah.
One of them could have just bled off a little bit. Gerber, man, this man-to-man defense is just kind of overwhelming the Tigers. Another turnover, this time a 3-second violation by Bluffton.
It doesn't really seem like, I mean, Central Noble is there on the ball, but, Bluffton almost seems like they're their own worst enemy by kind of forcing certain passes, trying to make skip passes when they're not really there. Just settle down and trust your teammates are going to be in the right spots.
So, do appreciate all officials. The game evolves in its own way, but calling lots of travels and more modern kind of foot jabs and stuff like that has Malcolm is bringing this one down. Just very much like underneath, and it's just like little things. It's like
call it all the way.
Yeah. As Kistler probably could have been called for one there.
Yeah, that one didn't look great, but I don't think he picked his pivot foot up.
Officials
like he was about to drag it.
Explaining that one to the sideline too, as Gerber, again, like both ways, and it's just those little things. It's like I know, like you pull in somebody from the 1950s and be like, oh man, everything's a turnover.
Everything's a palm or carry.
So be interested to see where things may go, even in 10 more years. It's like, have you ever watched those like Australian netball videos?
No.
Where like there's like no dribbling at all. It's just basketball with no backboard. As Greaser, back onto this action. Can't get that one to fall. And it's going to be the Central Noble Cougars 8, Bluffton Tigers 2 here on Witness Media at the end of that Sprunger first quarter. We'll take a break, be back for more action here.
Understanding our values allows us to make decisions on the best use of money. There's 4 things that we can do with it. We can live, we can give, we can owe, and we can grow.
What are we spending money on? What causes are we wanting to support? From an O perspective, debt, taxes. But then growing, what is that we're saving towards?
We believe that if we can help our clients manage the O and grow, it will give them great freedom to live and give.
Contact us for a free consultation and we'll help you get started.
At Belmont, your career starts in the classroom. With 16 career and technical education programs, we are the home of the biggest collection in Adams and Wells County. From arts to trade to business. We are Belmont. Good at learning, good at life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media as we get started on the Bumgarner Attorney's second quarter. Tigers would like to forget about that first one. 10 turnovers and 12 possessions, according to Ryan Walker of the News Banner. He does a lot of our commentary for the girls' basketball games. Appreciate that. A little bit of extra information. I also want to apologize to Ryan and to Shonda Reeves-Cooley. A lot of record books and everything. It's always kind of hard to gather a lot of older records. But Shonda Reeves-Cooley had a 46-point game, so Conley Alt does not have that single game record. That's Shonda now Cooley with that one. So Bluffton Tiger Hall of Famer. So, and that was something I pushed. That's something I pushed to Ryan, definitely. Yeah. So I do kind of feel some blame, but yeah. So Tigers trailing 8-2. Cougars trying to keep this one going. And it's a lot of these times where you see matchups on paper, you see records, and records aren't all there is to be. You got to still play the game.
Absolutely. We'll see if Bluffton flips the script here in this second quarter.
Yeah, it definitely just seems to be a little bit of a sluggish game here, but would almost rather it happen in this one than against Woodland after the new year.
And Bluffton's going to make adjustments this game. The score doesn't really tell the tale of how talented Bluffton truly is.
Yeah, I mean, 2 points in a quarter is definitely not a very common occurrence by any means. Nice drive there by number 4, Knaffel, but just
the way it's been called, that's a travel tonight.
Yeah, good help side defense there by Gavin Greaser. Staying straight up, being in position. Not enough contact for the charge, just contact to cause the travel. So the Cougars are on an 8-0 run. As Tigers,
there's the gaps,
making it more difficult than it probably needed to be. But Declan Greaser gets a bucket. But Coach Teagle trying to get the defense in as drive in there by Keegan Knight, trying to find his man in the corner, but nice long arms by Gavin Greaser. He's going to find his brother Declan on the fast break, and he's going to find him for the bucket. Gavin Greaser, some nice long arms, using those in the discus ring in the spring.
And that was a nice, well-executed fast break there by Bluffton. Yeah, you're Bluffton. You're going to have those opportunities. Because Declan's going to get a chance for another 2 points.
Kind of got away with maybe a double dribble as that kind of corralled it with a dribble there. Coach Lemon's going to take a timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. We'll be back here after this 8-8 tie on Witness Media.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Coach Lemon had to talk to the Cougars about that one as they open up this Bumgarner Attorney's second quarter behind up 6, now knotted up 8-8 as the Tigers 6-0 run, all thanks to Declan Greaser on the points. A team effort overall to get those scores as Freeman.
Good heady play there by Freeman. He's really the only player that I've noticed that can really make some things happen for Central Noble as far as creating his own shot or creating opportunities for others. Everybody else is just kind of stand around and wait for opportunities.
As the 3 ball there by number 15, Burkhart, no good. They do a nice job of fighting for the offensive boards. Like you said, they wait for their opportunities, but they make their own on the boards.
Yeah, they do.
But Freeman, just nice, strong athlete here for the Cougars, listed at, 6'2", but strong. Definitely going toe-to-toe there with the Greasers and Morgan.
Yep.
As
a little bit of a moving screen there as Teagle's looking for the ref. Looking at the ref like, hey, can't do that.
And Central Noble doing a really good job of just smart passes. Is that one?
As
Dieter
and Gerbers.
As Greaser there, making it 8 in a row for Deck.
But minus that turnover, Central Noble has done a good job of working it around and trying to find the best opportunity to score.
Active hands by Maddox White, going to get that one tipped out of bounds. Making it uncomfortable there for Merrick Malcolm, the sophomore guard. Tigers looking like they may be in a 2-3 zone, as I think they are still man-to-man. Just can never really tell sometimes in out-of-bounds sets. Freeman looking for the ball screen, as Maddox is not making that easy for him. Nice defense there. Feet work by Gavin. Malcolm gets it over to Freeman. Now the Burkhart. Tigers switching screens here as Malcolm. Good communication by the Tiger defense as Freeman takes the 3, goes long. Rebound back to Marshall Gerber, though. He's going to keep this tempo going. He's going to take it in, find Gavin Greaser this time. He's going up, gets the foul called against Freeman.
Good aggressive drive there by Gerber to give Greaser an opportunity to get into the lane and score, or have an opportunity to score here at the foul line.
Tigers leading 10-8. Currently on an 8-0 run here in this Bumgarner Attorneys second quarter. For nearly 75 years, Bumgarner Attorneys have provided superior legal services to the families of Adams, Wells, and Jay counties. Gavin's first is good. Gavin's averaging 11.1 points per game for the Tigers here. Tigers had 3 in double figures against the Norwell Knights. Greaser was one of them with 11. Maddox White, our player of the game that night, was 17, and Declan leading the Tigers with 19. I felt like that was a quiet 19 for Declan as well.
Yeah, it was.
And that turnover there by Malcolm, an incidental foot contact, so no kickball violation. Nice strong finish at the rim by Max White. Don't see Max driving to the rim too much on the half courts, but he's very
capable.
Yeah, very capable on the fast break for sure. Maddox White's going to get a second personal foul. Very active hands, but kind of a costly foul as he's going to have to take a break, likely for the rest of this half. As Griffin Morgan, Chase Kistler come back in for Bluffton. Malcolm gets it to Jeter. Knew it. You know, when you hear a name so much in your life, it just sounds normal. So
you almost just want to say the former Yankee. Yeah.
Well, it looked like that's what he was trying to do on that one pass attempt, too. As Burkhart finding Malcolm for the 3 from the wing is good. Putting it into the 12-0 run by the Tigers, courtesy of Merrick Malcolm.
That's the first 3 for either team as Malcolm buries it. Bluffton, I don't even believe, have attempted a 3. Yeah, way to be patient. And great fake there by Griffin. Just rushed it a little bit.
Kind of lost his balance there and just a little bit too aggressive, not giving that landing spot.
It doesn't take too much of a push from Griffin to cause some damage.
I think I'd have to use my full body to generate the same amount of force as Griffin's just kind of touched there. As Malcolm gets it to Dieter. Freeman. And Tigers seeming to be switching a lot of the handoffs and ball screens especially. Dieter's looking for the mismatch against Kistler. As Malcolm finding Dieter. Finding over in the corner to Knaffel. Up to Freeman from the wing. No good. Rebound fight for by Dieter. He's going to save it off of Kistler. Kistler doing a nice job of deflecting that one down and getting the turnover. And Declan Greaser, nice control there, avoiding the contact. Griffin Morgan coming in for the rebound, but I think they may be calling a foul on the board.
Man, thought he was going to get away with that one.
You know, that one, like, my view is very different perspective from the official. But it looks to me like Griffin's going up straight, get that board, and just kind of connecting with the arms, which is always going to be contact on rebounds. Definitely not look too malicious, but I mean,
I think that's a bang play that you let go. But with how this game's been sort of officiated, that's just the way it's going to be running tonight.
As the Cougars are going to try to take advantage of this one, under 2 minutes to go. It's going to be a very meticulous game by both teams on the offensive end. Lots of turnovers, but the Tigers trying to do what they can to counter the 10 in the first quarter.
Yeah. Done a much better job this quarter with limiting that.
But fouls starting to accumulate for Bluffton. As Freeman going up, reverse, no good. As Gavin Greaser secures that board. It seems like defensive rebounds have been a little bit stronger as well. As Tigers looking inside to Declan, he's going to go up. Going to get the blocking foul by Freeman. Kind of got to get that contact before you get the momentum going away from the offensive player there. As an individual who drew a few charges, who's a big pro wrestling fan, I don't know if there's any correlation to those two things. Watching that semi-contact leading into shows. As Declan Greaser going up for his free throws, connects on the first one. Tigers lead 15-11, 57 seconds on this Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. The Cougars led pretty much the entire first quarter. Tigers stormed up here in the second quarter to knot things up to force a timeout and have controlled the lead pretty much ever since.
That's Declan's 10th point of the second quarter, too.
Holy cow.
Big part in the run that Bluffton's made.
As the Cougars with it. Looks like they're trying to be as patient as they can, drain this clock, trying to get that last shot. Not too surprised with this, is just seeing what this first half has looked like.
Bluffton doing a good job of keeping the pressure on him by being right up on the ball.
Got to keep the hands back, can't get
There
too
you go.
aggressive.
Yep.
And that, So, yeah, like you were saying, right? They're aggressive, but not overly going to force that turnover.
And not overly aggressive to where you're letting your you're letting your player go around you right to the hoop.
Tigers now going to get an opportunity to extend this back to 7. There's a little aggression by the defense. Declan Greaser for 3. Make that 13 points in the second quarter for Declan Greaser. Tigers lead 19-11 here on the Freedom Auto Group scoreboard after the Bumgarner Attorney second. We'll be back here shortly for the Berne Ready-Mix halftime show, all on Witness Media.
At Swiss Village, our mission is simple: pursuing life together. Every day, we create a community where life is full, active, and meaningful. Here, neighbors become friends, team members feel like family, and every moment matters. Whether you're searching for a vibrant place to live or a rewarding place to work, you'll find it here at Swiss Village. Swiss Village, pursuing life together. Learn more at swissvillage.org.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
In the heart of our community, we're more than just a school. Our dedicated staff ignites curiosity, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. With a range of programs, we nurture talents and build leaders. Our students excel driven by passion and support. Every success is a testament to hard work. Adams Central, where dedicated staff and student success go hand in hand.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
When I wear Betsy's clothes, I feel confident. I feel like everything is very flattering. It's stylish, but yet modest. Her actual brand, those are my favorite clothes. Betsy stands out because her prices stay consistent. I like that she keeps her prices affordable, but I also like that it's trendy stuff too. So if you have an event coming up, you can always find something fun, something colorful, something different that not everybody else is going to have.
We plan for everything, always looking ahead to successfully navigate the ups and downs that life brings our way. So why is planning your funeral pushed to the back of the list? The answer to that question is different for everyone, but the staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want you to know that this process is easy, stress-free, and is a wonderful gift that you can give your family. Pre-plan today. Give us a call at 260-724-7167 to set up an appointment.
One is more than a number. It's pride in our history and the promise of what's to come. One farmer, one seed, one season. One changes everything. In 1926, Henry A. Wallace and the founders of Pioneer revolutionized farming, and we've been innovating ever since. 100 starts with one. Our 100th season starts with you.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den here on Witness Media. After an 8-2 lead in the first quarter for the Central Noble Cougars, Tigers rallied off a 12-0 run to take a 14-8 advantage. Central Noble interrupting that run before the Tigers attacked on five more, pardon me. There was an and one free throw there to make it now 19-11. As the Tigers, nice kind of recovery from a sloppy first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They limited their turnovers. Still had some mistakes here and there. But, that offensive output led by Declan Greaser, who popped off for 13 points in that quarter, capped off by a fading to the left three-pointer near the end of the quarter.
And it's one of those things where a player like Declan, again, he had 19 points against Norwell earlier this week. I truly felt like it was, over the weekend, winter break. Everything's just 1 week now. But for Declan, it was a quiet 19, but it's nice that he can score in so many different ways. He can post up, he can go on the fast break, bring the ball down himself, and as he just shows, he can pull up and knock it down from deep.
Well, it's just he's so reliable. It's almost like it almost gets to the point where how it kind of was with Tucker Jenkins, where it's like, okay, the ball's in the post or always on the break. Yeah, that's going to be 2 points. Where you hate to say, you almost take it for granted. He's going to get his, but it's not always in the most attractive way or the most eye-popping way, but in the most necessary way, of course, for Bluffton, as you do need those points.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just one of those things where it's just nice seeing him being able to attack and develop and get that comfort, get the Tigers rolling, because when Declan goes, this team's going to go as well. And looking back, speaking of Tucker, getting Tucker in the mix, or Declan in the mix with Tucker as a sophomore for Declan, was so nice because he had those moments holy cow, this kid can be something.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, very excitable. But now you look at him in that senior leader role, and you got little brother Gavin as that excited sophomore.
Yeah,
but it seems very similar. But Gavin almost a little bit more controlled, and it's I have to be on the court at all times.
I remember Declan, he would get some ticky-tack fouls or almost how Maddox kind of gets sped up at times with the turnovers. That's kind of how Declan used to be when he'd have opportunities to play. Now, he was coming on as a sophomore, whereas, Maddox is a freshman. But, it's just neat to see some of these players and how they developed, how quick they develop, some more than others, and that's okay. That's just part of life.
Yeah, and the development, I think, is just a key thing, too. I know you went straight up to JV as a freshman. I had a year primarily on the freshman team. But it's one of those things where, you need to embrace it. Anybody watching, anybody coming into high school, don't get disgruntled if you are assigned to the freshman C team or JV team. Those are opportunities to adjust and adapt and get better.
Yeah.
And in a way, too, I look at our freshman team at Bluffton right now, they don't have Chase Kistler. They
Right.
don't have Maddox White. They don't even really have a whole lot of, I guess, other than that, like they should be pretty well the same, like a lot of other freshmen. I think Vince Lambert getting some JV time. So it's not, that's your three primary guys, and you got to figure out who's going to be the next one to kind of take care of the ball. Who's going to get it inside the post? Who's going to be these next people? And it may allow somebody to get that confidence who may have matured a little bit later and kind of get that ball rolling and be a contributing factor as a junior or senior especially.
All the way through, I mean, the years here at Bluffton and other schools, I'm sure as well. I can think of countless players that, didn't play much in middle school, stuck with it, came to workouts in the summer, worked hard. And, by the time they were junior, seniors, they were starting on varsity. Never had started in middle school or even freshmen. But, they grew in the roles that they had, whether that be at the freshman or JV level. And, that's what those programs are for. I mean, that's to better ultimately yourself and the varsity one day.
I agree. And I think that's something that has been really well built at Bluffton is that program. I think Coach Grau, before he left, did a nice job of reestablishing that youth program for the Tigers, and Coach Teagle, with Coach Muncie's assistants, kind of continuing that on. So what do you think the Tigers are going to need to be doing here in the second half to secure this victory, Kevin?
Well, I really like that on-ball pressure they had there with about 40 seconds left in that second quarter. If they can maintain that to start the third, they may not have to do that the whole game because that is very tiring to do. But if they assert their dominance there in the early parts of the third, I think they can run away with this one just as quick as they put up 8 or 10 points there until Central Noble called a timeout. I think they can do the very same thing here at the start of this second half.
Yeah, that'll do it for the Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at www.bernereadymix.com. Tigers get the first possession here to start the second half here in this K&N Carpet third quarter. Seeing if they can tack on 2 or 3 early before that defensive pressure that Kevin's looking out for can get established. Declan gets it right off the glass and good. Continuing this run from 5 into now
unfortunate
7.
slip there by Malcolm. You can see the wet spot. That may have been where he landed.
But, yeah, I don't mind this call by the official. I mean, again, sometimes things just happen. Like, it's not like he stepped over the line. So, yeah, give Central Noble that ball and let it continue on. I think that's a thing that a lot of officials just kind of, you can make those calls, those judgment-type calls.
If it saves an injury, it's well worth it.
Yeah. Tigers now up by 10, biggest lead so far of the contest.
Looks like they got Declan on.
Little fadeaway from Freeman off the glass.
Yeah, on Freeman there. Looks like he definitely took him up on that challenge.
How many does Freeman have? I know I didn't get to
Freeman is up to 6 points, but he's been way more effective than just those 6 points. A lot of boards and great defensive plays.
Marshall Gerber. I like that read getting it to the hot hand of Greaser in the corner, especially as the help side defense collapsed. But Greaser just can't get it to fall. As Freeman's going to get an open 3 at the top. No good. Gerber gets the board as he's going to find Max White flanking on the right side. He's going to find a diving Gavin Greaser who's going up. And he can't quite get it to go as Malcolm gets the board for the Cougars. Just unfortunate. Good aggression by Max White, but good hustle there by number 10, Dieter. Coach Lemon takes a timeout. We're going to take that timeout with him. We'll be back on Witness Media.
At Southern Wells, we are dedicated to offering unique educational experiences.
Our exceptional career and technical education and College Core programs provide hands-on learning that prepares students for various careers in higher education and also instill a deep respect for hard work and innovation.
Collaboration between students and staff is at the heart of everything we do. Our family values guide us as we prepare our students to succeed beyond the classroom.
Welcome to Southern Wells, where people are empowered to become their personal best.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Coach Lemon taking a timeout to save this possession. Good hustle there by Dieter to keep it alive on the loose ball. Seeing if Coach Lemon is able to draw something up here. Looks like the Cougars are coming out into a box on this sideline out of bounds. Just going to get it in, though, to Dieter. A little bit of a flex cut action as Central Noble finding their go-to guy. Freeman taking a baseline corner to number 4, Kyle Knafel's three's no good. Nice strong rebound, though, by Freeman. He's going back up off the glass and good. I mean, boxing out can help for sure, but I mean, he's just doing a nice
tough
job.
Cover. Yeah, he's very mobile.
He's can get around, shed the block, but he can also elevate over the defenders too. Nice baseline pass from Gerber to Maddox White for 3.
Yeah, Freeman's generated a lot of scoring opportunities for Central Noble, but I don't think they've really capitalized on much of any of them. May get to the point where Freeman needs to start looking at if he's open down low, start going up with that.
As he's going to take Gavin Greaser baseline. Yeah. Gavin going to get called for the hands.
See how long he can sustain this, because I think, if they start going through him mainly, I mean, he's exerting a lot of energy. That's Gavin's third, right?
Scoreboard showing 2. I thought it was his third as well, though. So, and the book is the official one. As Maddox White gets the nice steal there as Dieter commits the foul following it. Next time, Witness Media will be live for the Tigers. Will actually be the Lady Tigers on January 3rd as they host the Witness Media counterpart, Belmont Braves. That one should be a nice competitive game. Belmont coming in as one of the top teams in 3A. Bluffton did a nice job in 2A as well. So it should be quite the contest here in the Tiger Den.
Good find there by Gerber.
As Greaser going up and 1, Gavin Greaser. Gavin Greaser, I believe that's his second bucket in the foul, or did Declan? Freeman had that one in the first quarter.
Yeah, Freeman had that one.
As Gavin Greaser converts.
Bluffton a perfect 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
And Coach Lemon's going to take a second time out of this quarter. We'll be back. Tigers lead 27-15 on Witness Media.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door. Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Central Noble coming out of the timeout, saving a few extra seconds there. As Bluffton leads 27-15 here in the Cannon Carpet third quarter. Freeman going to try to challenge Morgan one-on-one. Does not like the drive, as I believe Burkhart considered the three. As Central Noble very patient with it. They know their primary option. A couple have looked to attack when given the opportunity. As Freeman
sizing up Maddox.
Nice little move there by Keegan Knight, but he brings it back out over to Dieter. As Marshall Gerber is going to get called for the foul.
Boy, I do not agree with that one. I think he had it pretty clean.
He's saying it on the body, so maybe he stuck out his hip and we couldn't see it.
Well, it looked like okay.
Yeah, so again, that's kind of what I'm seeing, because it definitely looked like Marshall was leaning quite a bit, so got a little bit of a hit check there. As the three by Kyle Knaffel is up, you're going to say no good, because it's saying illegal screen against Central Noble. That foul, the number 15, Landon Burkhart. As just kind of seeing that possession isolated there, it seemed like Central Noble had no interest in attacking with four of their shooters, with four of their players in the court.
Right.
It looked like their entire intent was get it to Nick Freeman, and Nick Freeman's going to score.
Yeah, let him create, let him do his thing.
As Declan Greaser gets the bucket. But to me, like, that could be a very kind of a big-time trap, if you will, because as a three by Freeman is up and good, as obviously he can prove that he can score, but like if you're going to rely so much on that one guy, nobody else is going to even be willing to take a look.
Right.
I mean, it's easy for the Tigers.
And, you know, beginning of the game, everybody's kind of getting opportunities, but as this game's worn on, Freeman's definitely been their catalyst and guy that really makes things happen for him.
As Max White's going to get called for the offensive foul. I definitely saw a little bit of extending or shoulder a little bit on him diving for that one. So, Tigers lead 29-11. Freeman's just going to bring this one himself over to Knight, up to Burkhart and Malcolm. As Central Noble and working it around the perimeter. Definitely looking like they're just running flex here. So lots of off-ball screens, getting lots of movement going on for this offense. Very traditional rotation. As Freeman going to take the three from deep in the wing. Griffin Morgan to get that nice strong rebound. And Marshall Gerber now going to be pushing the tempo for the Tigers, setting up this offense here. Tigers lead 29-18, Cannon Carpet third quarter. Cannon Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years with various carpets, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. See the experts at Cannon Carpet, 12108 US 27 South in Fort Wayne. That foul is going against Nick Freeman. That is his third personal foul. So if the Tigers can see that, capitalize, try to draw that fourth one, that could be big and really put the Cougars in a much bigger bind, already down 11 here tonight. As they find Griffin Morgan inside, he's going up and in. Basket and the foul, Griffin Morgan.
Yeah, Max put that ball where only Griffin could catch it.
And doing a nice job of keeping his feet
under him, yeah.
Yeah. Griffin Morgan now at the line to shoot one. As he converts. No broadcaster courtesy of Kevin Moser tonight.
I was going to say he is notorious for being able to bank a free throw in.
Griffin is supposed to get the ball as quickly as possible to locations in the baseball field, so that's what he tries to do a lot of times. Griffin Morgan now 3 personal fouls. He's going to stay on the court, though. I think Coach Teagle understands that's the risk when you put big Griff Morgan out there.
But I don't think he's fouled out of a ball game yet.
At least this season, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I would be very impressed if Griffin Morgan's never fouled out of a basketball game. As Cougars, man, they're kind of pump faking from deep, but if I'm the Tigers, as they're doing, they're kind of throwing their hand up with it, but keeping their feet set behind the perimeter. Be like, all right, if you want it, you take it.
Yeah, really Malcolm and I was going to say he's out of bounds. Really, Malcolm and Freeman have posed the only, if you want to call it a true threat from downtown for Central Noble.
I think those are the 2 guys that I know talking to Coach Teagle after that Norwell game on the post-game show and talking to Coach Greaser when I saw him just by chance this morning, saying that those are the 2 guys that the Cougars usually go to for their scoring. As Kistler picking it up.
Times Malcolm has looked a little passive at times here tonight. Freeman really the only one really bringing it on about on every single possession.
Nice
Good
strong
screen.
Yeah. He got his feet set right before that contact was made. Chase Kistler going up off the glass, can't get it to go. Griff gets that rebound, though. He's going up. There's going to be a foul. If that's against Freeman, that is going to be 4.
Yeah, I think
Looks
it
like
is.
He's pointing to him as well. They're going to say that is on number 14, Nick Freeman. And number 15, Landon Burkhart's in that mix as well. I don't know. That's one. It could have gone called on either one.
That almost looked like a foul that Nick was frustrated in that he didn't get the rebound in.
Yeah. Tigers now 33-18 on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Jarrett Dieter in for the Tigers. And for the Cougars, thank you, Jonah. Jonah is like, hey, man, doing a nice job on production. Griff Morgan. There it goes. As he's 2 for 3 at the night, though, so strong showing for Griffin. As 3 ball by number 15, Burkhart is no good. Rebound's going to stay with the Cougars. It actually should be sending Merrick Malcolm to the line as the foul's going to get called against Maddox White. So 3 fouls for Maddox. Tigers now up 15, I believe. As I look quickly, this is the largest lead of the contest so far. John Harrell predicted the Tigers, I believe, to win by 19, so it didn't look too promising after that first quarter. But that minute seemed to be all that Coach Teagle needed to get the message across, because it's been all Tigers really ever since. Malcolm's second is good. 19.5 seconds to go. Yeah, Griffin wide open. He's like, oh, come on, man. But Maddox bringing it down instead. Tigers tend to go about 10 seconds. Ball screen, no. Chase Kistler, he's got Declan in the corner. A little bit of a fadeaway again. Can't get it to fall. And that'll be the end of that Cannon Carpet third quarter. Tigers 33, Cougars 19. We're back on Witness Media for the RK Financial fourth here on Witness Media.
We are Best One.
The best tires. The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe. Selling tires, serving people.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here in the Tiger Den. And I'm Michael Vanical, joined by Kevin Mosier on Keller commentary tonight. Tigers lead 33-19 on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard as we enter in the RK Financial fourth. Cougars got off to a hot start, 8-2 at the end of one. Tigers roared back, led 19-11 at the half, extending that now to 14. Biggest lead has been 15 just moments ago. Seeing what the Cougars can do, playing with Freeman on the court, their go-to scorer. He's got 4 fouls, so seeing what they can do while he is eligible. As Tigers fully committing to him. That's going to get worked around. Open shot by Knaffel is good for 3. And Coach Teagle's going to take a timeout, talk about that transition defense, I'm sure. Tigers 33, Cougars 22. We'll be back on Witness Media.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental, across from the Bungie plant, do it best.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Bluffton High School following the 30-second timeout. Bluffton 33, Central Noble 22. Coach Lemon's going to take advantage of the opportunity. He's going to put together, looks like maybe a 2-2-1 zone. Could be man-to-man. Looking more 2-2-1. So not really a zone press to force the immediate turnover, but just kind of applying that extra pressure, making passes a little bit more difficult, just like that.
And Bluffton has struggled at times with the press. You saw that against Norwell.
Knights clawing back as Freeman for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Dieter, though, with a nice rebound, keeping this possession alive for Central Noble. Freeman now winning it inside. And he's going to get called for the travel. Hopped into that dribble.
You know, some of these turnovers by Bluffton here tonight and at times throughout the season, I don't know if you really want to call them forced, but they're almost like you see an open player, but there's also a swarm. You know, you just need to take your time, like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And Gavin keeping it alive, just the right deflection to Marshall Gerber, and that's going to be a travel by Maddox White. Again, that little jab step, that jab step is good, but you got to make sure that you first step with the dribble is with the foot you jabbed with.
Yeah, and a lot of that is just practicing fundamentals, getting yourself in the right habit.
As Freeman, nice spin move, but he loses it and ends up in Marshall Gerber's hands. He's going to be pushing this one.
That's the thing if you're Marshall. He's done a great job of attacking tonight, but going into a cross half court into a 2-man trap and then trying to get out of it, I mean, that's...
Yeah, going back to that previous possession, Gavin, I think his role is to catch it and pass it in the zone break, but when you catch it in that corner and you have the open half, you got to at least push that up there to the three-point line. Give yourself a little bit more breathing room because Central Noble, that's what they want you. You get 2 extra defenders with the half court and the sideline. As Tigers, a nice find there. Gavin Greaser, good hands there on the deflected pass by the Cougar defense. Central Noble working this around. Again, eyes likely trying to find Freeman as much as possible. Knaffel's going to take another 3. He hit one just moments ago. This one not going to connect, going out of bounds for Bluffton. Tigers 35, Cougars 22. 5:49 to go in the RK Financial fourth quarter.
And so that's one where Gavin needs to come up just a little bit more as Max White gets a nice deuce there.
Yeah, like you said, I think you said it earlier, it may have even been in the Norwell game, but I know you're talking about being left, right, middle.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you want to explain that a little bit more for those who may
Yeah,
not?
so, when you're Marshall, he's got the disadvantage of being about 5'7", 5'8". So his window of throwing the ball is a lot smaller than what the other players are. And they have to realize, okay, if Marshall's getting trapped, he may not see us. We may know we're open, but we need to get to the point where we're either in his line of sight or somewhere close, because there are Tigers that are obviously going to be open if two guys are on the ball. Gavin there was a little bit too far to the three-point line, where if he comes up and says, hey, ball, that's where you trust your teammates to be like, okay, he's going to be open.
Yeah, and with that left, right, middle, like, I know, like, in a way, like, if you're that guy with the ball and you are getting close to, like, a 5-second violation and you just got to, you know that they're supposed to be left, right, or middle.
Right.
You try to just get it to them some way, shape, or form, and hope that they're in the right spot.
Right.
Nice rebound by Gavin Greaser. He's going to take that coast to coast and get the foul called against Burkhart. And nice assistance there by Eli Birch, star receiver and high jumper for Tigers in the fall and spring. Hurdler as well.
And I say Marshall because he's the primary ball handler. Maddox White has had a couple opportunities, but he's actually looking down at times to other players to where he can have a better line of sight. But nonetheless, there's one thing to see, and then there's another thing of, oh, crap, there's two people on me. I want to get rid of this ball really quick, which has resulted in quite a few Bluffton Tiger turnovers tonight.
Gavin's first didn't look good, but went in. Second one doesn't connect, and this is going to get deflected out by the Cougars. I don't think Gavin felt comfortable on that first free throw.
No.
Tigers late audible here on this baseline out of bounds. Finds Max White in the corner. He's going to take the quick three, and he's going to convert. 41-22, Tigers by 19, biggest lead of the night. As the foul's going to get called against the Tiger defense. Tigers 41, Cougars 22 in the RK Financial fourth quarter. For the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college saving plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. As the three by Burkhart is good. That makes it 41-28 Tigers.
First field goal of the game for Landon Burkhart on that one.
As Gerber finds Declan. Declan's just going to take it to the rim. Can't get it to fall, but Gavin's there to clean up his messes as he can't get it to fall. And the rebound goes to Knaffel. And Burkhart's going to try to get his second field goal. He's going to get challenged by and fouled by Maddox White at the rim. Since I know Coach Greaser is going to be watching this game later on, I got to wonder who cleans up the glass more from each other at home, Gavin or Declan, because they seem to kind of help each other clean it up inside the paint here.
Yeah, they've done a great job throughout the season.
As that brings Maddox to the bench with 4 personal fouls, and Burkhart does convert on, I don't know how I ended up with 28 points there, but yeah, he missed my miscounting. As Tigers break this press, Gavin taking it to the middle of the court. Again, no defense there. Good way to just kind of relieve the pressure, let the Tigers get this offense going under 4 minutes to go in regulation. Up by 14. Good spot to be. Max White trying to keep that hot hand going. Can't get it to fall as Knaffel with the board. He's going to bring it down himself. He's going to hesitate, get to the rim left side. He's going to get fouled by Declan Greaser. Tigers are going to have about 11 days off before their next contest. That'll be a home game against the Woodland Warriors, and that one's going to be quite an important one in the early time, portion, I guess mid-portion of the ACAC, as Tigers sitting at 2-0 on the season. And see if I can steal the computer from Jonah real quick. And seeing what the ACAC standings are like. So Bluffton and Adams Central at 2-0, Heritage, Jay County 1-0, Woodland, South Adams, Southern Wells all 0-2 as the Tigers commit turnover. As 3 by Knaffel is good.
Wow.
And Tigers facing a 9-0 run of the Cougars right now.
This is a good challenge for Bluffton.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get too comfortable when you have a lead late.
Yeah.
Seeing what they can do now that Central Noble has kind of ramped up the pressure. Coach Teagle wants to talk about this pressure. He's going to take a full timeout. Tigers 41, Cougars 31. We're back. Witness Media.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes 2 things, the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFree, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Tigers not wanting to let this one slip away. They had a big lead. They were leading by 19 points earlier in this quarter. But Central Noble, I mean, courtesy of some big threes.
Yeah, from Knaffel and Burkhart.
They are now trailing by just 10, 41-31. Kind of took off the pressure. Now switching to a 1-3-1 defense. So Coach Lemon taking advantage of Coach Teagle's timeouts to shift this defense around.
This is a good opportunity for Bluffton to learn how to handle the ball with pressure, because this will not be the last time Bluffton's going to see on-ball pressure and a press against them.
And you got the heart of the ACAC lineup kind of coming in here shortly, but with the ACAC tournament lingering as well. Some big game opportunities. I mean, I think that's a big part of about the ACAC tournament. We'll talk more about that one for sure with that Woodland game. But like you said, you're going to face the pressure, so you got to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, exactly. Just like right there.
And I'm sure teams, I know, like Huddle has accessing game film quite easily accessible. It's not trading VHSs like it was back in the day, but it's one of those things where you're going to see this and you're going to be like, all right, what defenses do these teams see and everything. So Tigers do break this press quite simply, setting things back up. 2 minutes to go. Going to be definitely, just miscommunication there. Max White was open on the UCLA screen, just not thinking he was going to get the ball. As Knaffel's going to try to hit another one, and he does.
That's where you got to remember you're still playing basketball, not just going through set plays in practice, as it is now a 7-point game.
And Kyle Knaffel.
That's his 3rd triple of the quarter.
And 10 points of the quarter as well.
Yeah.
We were talking about how Freeman needs some assistance on the scoring end, and Knaffel.
Yeah, he's stepped up kind of out of nowhere.
So that bucket by Declan Greaser puts an end to a 12-0 run by Central Noble.
And see, momentum and confidence as Malcolm hits a big 3 to cut it to 6.
Coach Teagle has a lot to talk to his Tigers about. He'll take a timeout. We'll take it with him here on Witness Media.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions
to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at MsLehman.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Producer Jonah Geisel correcting me on that as I was writing down. Central Noble taking the time out there, wanting to keep the Cougars into this one. Talk about that defensive mindset as the press break goes in favor of the Tigers. Declan Greaser, nice jump stop, kicking out to Maddox White. Good patience there by the freshman.
Yeah, you got to remember, you're in the driver's seat here. You still got a 6-point lead and just over a minute left in the game. You don't need to score.
Marshall Gerber keeping that alive. Nice risky skip pass by Max as Declan keeping it alive to Gavin and Tigers. Yeah, I think Coach Teagle's message was definitely like, hey, you can score at the rim, but you don't need to force anything.
Right.
As now just 49 seconds. Fourth foul, so the Tigers will be shooting from here on out. I'm sure it's going to be quite a quick one by Central Noble. I'm almost surprised that Freeman is still in the game. Because you think maybe in this situation,
by chance,
just in this situation, you get him out so that you know whoever fouls is not Nick Freeman. As Gerber, and that's going to be a foul to Malcolm. That was kind of close to just being a costly turnover, too. Yeah, nice job there by Merrick Malcolm. Being aggressive, trying to get that seal, trying to strip that ball away, not just hacking at him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he very nearly came away with the turnover.
Yeah, wasting very little time, too, as Gerber knocks down the first.
Tigers, one of the things Coach Teagle has praised this season has been their free throw presence.
Marshall Gerber, once again, first points of the game's coming in clutch free throw time.
Is he saying there's blood, maybe? Or something? I'm not too sure what's going on here. We're going to go ahead.
Malcolm holding his nose. Yeah, he's got his nose plugged up.
We'll go ahead, take a quick timeout as they get this blood cleaned up. And on the scoreboard, Tigers 44, Cougars 37 here on Witness Media.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients and create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back. And your teeth.
Looking to elevate your construction project? Schwartz Contracting is here to deliver. With over 20 years in the industry, owner Dan Schwartz has been providing reliable home construction, barn buildings, pole barns, garages, barns, and barn dominiums throughout Adams County and beyond. When it comes to building your dream home or impressive new barn, Dan Schwartz and his team are the ultimate champions. When you choose SCI, you're getting a team that brings expertise and commitment to take down every project. They're all about getting the job done right. Are you ready to tackle your next project? Contact Dan Schwartz at 260-525-0266, Schwartz Contracting, where solid construction is always the winning move.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. The aforementioned Shonda Cooley's husband, Tim Cooley, doing a nice job cleaning up that blood. I don't know if you saw it. Gavin was about to do it himself.
Yeah.
And people were like, hey, whoa. I think they've still got a little bit of trail here and there, but bring this one to you. And we talked about it a little bit as finishing up this cleanup here. As winter break games are always these interesting moments because, I mean, lots of family plans, lots of just downtime away from school, away from structure.
Mm-hmm.
But talking with Coach Teagle, it seemed like this group of young guys are committed fully. Like, he's told me straight up, he's like, yeah, these guys are like, hey, can we come in on Christmas Day? He's like, no. Like, I don't want to, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and that just speaks to how much fun they're having because sometimes during this part of the year, it's kind of a grueling part. The weather's tough. Practices seem a little longer. The days are dark when you get to school, and they're dark when you leave. And so that's great to hear that Bluffton, their young guys are wanting to be in the gym as Marshall hits both.
Like you said, it just seems like fourth quarter, get that ball in Marshall Gerber's hands. As 3 is off the front of the rim by Knaffel. As look who's going to the line once again, Marshall Gerber. So speaking of this kind of weather, I mean, how'd you enjoy that 65-degree weather? How many miles you get in that day?
What was that, Christmas Eve?
I think it was
around that
2 days ago?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I think I caught a little bit of a cold because I got real excited and went out with T-shirt and everything, so now I'm a little sniffly as Marshall knocks another one down.
So you fell victim to the false weather.
Well, I'm not down for the count by any means, but fool's gold.
As Gerber converts his 4th in a row. 38 seconds and ticking. Cougars going to see if they can pull out a Reggie Miller-type miracle as a 3 by Burkhart's no good. Tipped around, rebound, kind of just flying all over the place. Declan Greaser's going to get fouled by Burkhart, much to the chagrin of Coach Lemon. Good fight here by the Cougars late, just not quite enough.
Yeah, being down 19, only have won one game. I mean, that's hats off to them for fighting and getting back into it. Cut it as close as 6.
As Tigers doing what they do best, is converting from the charity stripe.
With that Declan has another 20-point outing.
No, he's one of the leading scorers in the ACAC, I believe just behind Braylon Raber from Adams Central. I'll check that out here quickly before the post-game show. We will have another interview with Coach Teagle as Freeman's 3 is no good. As Greaser's going to get a tie-up. So ball's going to stay with the Tigers. And hearing somebody say just get it across. Not sure which half of the court, which individual said that, but that's definitely something, just let this one kind of tick away. Tigers leading 49-37 will end up being the final here on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Bluffton Tigers with the victory, moving to 7-2, and the Cougars fall into 1-7. We're going to take a quick break, be back here for the Keystone Cooperative postgame show. We'll talk with Coach Teagle and name that Berne Witness Player of the Game, brought to you by FN Investments, Raymond James.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner, an inconveniently located electrical outlet owner, and a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here for the Keystone Cooperative postgame show. This postgame show is brought to you by the Keystone Monroe Energy Team in Monroe, Indiana. Stop by our office at 221 West 100 South Monroe or call us today at 260-692-6111 for any fuel, propane, or grease and oil needs. So, Kevin, kind of a game for the Tigers where maybe one where they're going to come away with this one, and sometimes you just got to get away with it and be like, hey, we got the win.
Yeah, that's there's plenty of positives, but a lot of things that they can look back on and improve on. Wasn't the prettiest of wins by all means, but this is one where, hey, you're thankful you come out with it with a win, 7-2, going into the new year on a winning note. But really, as far as the winning goes, you put that aside and learn from the mistakes from this game, because there's a lot to unpack here for Bluffton in a winning effort. But, next game's a conference game. So, a 10-day break, that's going to be, kind of that, like you say, that kind of awkward break that Bluffton gets after the holidays, going back into school, getting back in the routine of things. But, Bluffton, a lot of things to work on, especially working on that press and handling the ball.
Well, I'm sure Coach Teagle would have a similar kind of structure to what we experienced with Coach Lysing and Coach Barker as our coaches. But it's like you got an experienced coaching staff, Coach Lysing being one of them, Coach Berman being a head coach himself too, where it's like, all right, like this coach has Woodland. This coach has South Adams. This coach has AC and Heritage,
right?
Because that's where the path of the ACC tournament is looking. So it's one of those things where you should expect all these games coming up to be well scouted. And, I mean, now you have 10 days to do so,
right,
and it should really kind of benefit these teams.
Right.
As we do have Coach Teagle coming up. Quick talk in. Looking for this, maybe. Yep. So, Coach Teagle, thank you for coming up here. And nice win. Good to get a win tonight. Definitely one of those where probably thinking, hey, like if we don't turn the ball over so much, we can win by a little bit more comfortably as well. But coming down 8-2 in the first quarter, then rallying it off a 12-0 run in the second, I mean, that momentum definitely swinged in your guys' favor.
Well, and you're a nice guy. That was awful basketball. That's some of the worst I've ever seen play. I've been coaching for 40 years. And it starts with the head guy. It starts with me. I mean, I obviously didn't have us ready, didn't prepare them well enough to know that, that you can't have a letdown. They felt like it was kind of a big win on Saturday, but we said, you kind of define yourself by the next game. Are you going to let and kind of rest on that one, or are you going to come back and really show what you're worth and what you can do? And I just didn't get the message across well enough because we were awful. Hats off to Central Noble. Off to a really good start, 8-2. We had 11 turnovers in our first 14 possessions, I think, unofficially. Yeah. I think we ended up with 17 or 18. That's really poor concentration, poor focus. And again, I'm disappointed in how we played, but it starts with me. I just didn't have them ready to go mentally or physically. We got to do a much better job than that fundamentally, and we got to be ready to go. And again, in saying all that, you're competing against a team that came here to try to win a basketball game, and they've played a really tough schedule so far. They've played Westview. They've played Fort Wayne South, Bremen, I believe. They beat a West Noble team that has won some games. So, they've played a tough schedule, so we weren't going to be a shock to them. We knew that, but, we just got to play much better than that. That's a disappointment.
Yeah, and I think with defensively, Freeman, definitely that go-to player for Central Noble. He, looking at Kevin's notes, ended up with 11 points. Had a big third quarter, but it just seemed like in the second and fourth, holding him scoreless. Though defensively, with his kind of involvement, do you feel like the team's committed to that game plan of shutting him down and forcing the others to attack?
Yeah, I would say yes and no, because we said absolutely do not ever let him drive right. Guess what?
Yeah.
He drove right a lot. So that's what we worked on the last 2 days, just cutting off the right hand, making him go back to his left. He can go left a dribble or two, but he's not explosive like he is going right. And, even in the first half, he drove baseline 2 or 3 times. And I can remember the one time we had to help, and then he bounced past a cutter, and they got a layup. So, we haven't followed the game plan very well against Norwell or tonight. We got to do a much better job following our defensive game plan, the things we work on. We work at those things pretty hard for 2 or 3 days, and we just didn't do it. Now, he ended up with only 11, but still, if we shut off that right hand, what's he end up with?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And then the 3, we had our hand down, and we did a terrible job tonight having our hand up. Usually we have a hand on top of the ball all the time, but we did not do that tonight. So, again, all goes back to me. I got to do a better job. I got to get them ready. I got to make sure fundamentally we're a lot sounder. But I really felt like I can't remember. You guys probably remember. I think at one point it might have been 36-22, something like that. I think we had a 14-point, 16-point lead or something.
It was 41-22. You guys had
19. 41-22.
Yeah.
Okay, so right then we should have thought, we haven't played that well, but, we're in a good spot. All we have to do is be smart offensively and get a couple stops. Well, I think we gave up a 3. Then we come down, turn the ball over a couple times, take a bad shot, and then they're right back in it. And then I felt like our energy level dropped instead of going back up and saying, uh-oh, they're making a run. I thought it dropped, and we let them make the run. That's not the toughness that I saw on Saturday night at all. So, but again, that starts with the head coach. That's my job, and I'm going to have to do a better job. We're going to have to get it figured out.
Yeah, that was a 12-0 run that they put together in that stretch. But one thing that you've complimented this team, even off air with me, is the free throw shooting, and tonight was really no different, especially down the stretch. Kevin made the comment, like in fourth quarter, Marshall Gerber getting his first points of the game at the free throw line in crunch time. So, free throws.
Right, and he was 4 of 4, I believe, in the fourth quarter against Norwell the other night too. So that's good. When you get the lead, you want to take care of the basketball, move it around. We took an ill-advised 3 late when we had the lead that I have no idea. We tried to throw it to cutters with their back turned a couple of times. The clock's on your side. Keep the ball up top, move it. You probably get a dribble layup off that. We just didn't play. We didn't play nearly as smart and execute near as well as I think we're capable. And again, I can say anything I want. That's on me. I gotta get us so that we can play game after game with the same intensity, the same level of effort, and we got to execute better. 18 turnovers on Saturday night, 17 tonight unofficially, so that's just not very good basketball.
And you got 11 days for the next one, preparing for a big conference matchup at home against the Woodland Warriors, a team that got you back-to-back last season. So you're going to get a week of school, hopefully getting the guys back into a sense of rhythm with that. What have you seen from the Warriors so far, a team that did defeat the Cougars early?
Very, very young basketball team, but they're getting better each game. I think the last time I looked, they were 4-6.
Yep.
I've been able to see them a couple times in person. I'll be able to see them twice more. They play at Fremont on Friday nights. So I'll be able to go up there and watch them. And they play next week, I think, at Leo. So, and we have plenty of tape on them. And they're a young team that moves the ball well. The Delagrange kid is very good, probably 6'5", 6'6", can score the 3, can drive it, can post up. They got a couple other kids that shoot it well. They have a freshman kid, a Brooks kid that is a very good player. He plays 9 guys. He subs them in, and they all give him something. So it'll be a challenge for us, And last year, that was the bump we couldn't get over.
Yeah.
We played them on a Saturday and got beat there, and I felt like there were a couple things we could change and maybe do a better job. And actually, I think it ended up being the same difference in score. It might have been a higher or lower scoring game, but we just they had our number. They were the better basketball team. I think that's why we ended up 6-1, and then they were 6-1, but they won the conference last year. So, we'll have to play extremely well. If we play like we did tonight, we're not going to win that game. We got to play much better.
Yeah, so looking forward to bringing that one to you guys as well. Coach, thank you coming up here. Hope you have a good New Year celebration and get back to things on the basketball court.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for covering us, guys.
Thank you, Coach. So, Coach Teagle, thank you for another good interview here. Looking forward to that big-time matchup with the Woodland Warriors, and that'll be in the Tiger Den on January 10th. Come out, be here for that one. If you can't make it for whatever reason, do tune in to Witness Media. Next time we're on Witness Media will be January 3rd. That'll be Jonah's first kind of solo mission on production, as I have other responsibilities that night. Ryan Walker and I believe Corbin Boltemire will be bringing you that coverage for that one. Kevin, you got anything else to kind of say? Coach Teagle saying, I mean, that's just a sloppy win.
Yeah.
If they play like that against Woodland, that's very likely to go the other way.
You think about Heritage, too, eventually once they match up against them. They haven't Bluffton has not played any defensive player like Torian Brown, who can just, shut down, the ball at any given point just because he's that strong of a defender. So, Bluffton, thankfully they came away with the win, but plenty of things to work on.
Yeah, and Coach Teagle referencing DeLaGrange, I believe Keaton, I may be wrong there, but Keaton DeLaGrange from Woodland. And he's a tall, athletic, big. Tigers really haven't faced much of that this season, so that'll be an interesting matchup, how Greaser can do inside against him. It felt like he really had a big coming out season last year.
Yeah.
So what do you got for scoring here tonight for both squads?
So first for Central Noble, Merrick Malcolm with 9, Nick Freeman with 11, Landon Burkhart with 4, and Kyle Knaffel with 12, and he really came alive there in that fourth quarter, hitting 3 triples. Moving on to Bluffton, Marshall Gerber with 4, Maddox White with 3, Griffin Morgan with 4, Max White with 7, Gavin Greaser with 10, and leading all scorers tonight, Declan Greaser with 21.
And that'll bring us to the Berne Witness Player of the Game. The last thing we have to do here, that is sponsored by FM Investments Raymond James. For investments, finances, or retirement planning, call 260-368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments Raymond James. I think that player of the game going to the big guy in the middle for the Tigers, Declan Greaser. What did you see out of Declan tonight that impressed you, Kevin?
Yeah, well, without him really coming alive in that second quarter, Bluffton would have been in a tough spot. He really was the catalyst leading the many fast breaks in that second quarter, I think scoring 13 in that second period and then being consistent on the rest of the second half. Without Declan battling the boards and getting his typical lay-ins and buckets around the hoop, Bluffton would have been in a world of hurt.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. And you don't have that big surge without Declan. I mean, just how aggressive he is on those fast breaks, and even defensively to cause a lot of that, and making everybody else more comfortable around the court. So that'll do it for us here tonight. Again, for tonight's final score, Bluffton 49, Central Noble 37 on that Freedom Auto scoreboard. For Aiden Teboul up on camera, now custodial duties, Jonah Geisel on production, Kevin Mosier on color. I'm Michael Vanderkolk. Thank you all for joining us on Witness Media, and have a happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.